Hi, Gina. I hope this video finds you doing well. Thank you for the work that you've accomplished, completed so far, and thank you for the work that hopefully you're going to continue to do. I wanted to get back to you as quickly as possible, just make sure we're communicating as best as possible. One of the things I'll do for future sake, you wrote back like a list. I think that that's great. What I'll do is I'll make it easier for when I communicate to you. I'll also use a list, and then you don't have to retype what I kind of typed. You can just mark it off or write done underneath it or edit the message. But that way you don't have to retype everything. Anyway, what I wanted to explain to you though is that with this, I'm on my screen. I wanted to show you what's happening on my larger screen or people's larger screen. Number one is that I do know that the background and the navigation bar changes here. That's great. Looks good. I'm okay with the colors, that type of stuff. But what happens here is that now all of a sudden it does not become it's not very visible. In fact, some of it's invisible, very difficult to see. And that happens on the different pages as you go through. And while I'm clicking here, what I wanted to just show you is if you go through and make sure that these are different images, if you take the time to do that. This one here is a building somewhere, and then we go to resources. We've got the same building. And I think on contact, we have the same building. But what I wanted to show you is that, again, with here, well, let's just go back to the About page using the same thing. You can see when it finishes loading, here we are. You can see the trees cut off, the bottom part of the door. You can't see the bottom part of the image. You can see that. And so even when you try to center it, I set the thing for center bottom because of the theme, the way that it's being set up. We need to just do a little bit more tweaking because this is not the purpose of the picture to show the top part if the people are on the bottom. And so I want to show you what I did here on the same photo, same banner background, but now I'm going to the contact page. And you can see here what I did was I added in two separator spaces. I left them colored. They're both about 50 or 55 pixels. But I wanted to show you now, this is that same picture, but you can see the door. And if there were people walking in or stuff happening in the bottom of the photo, you can see it on this page. Whereas if you go back to the resources page, all that's cut off. And so that's, we want to, if you don't mind, be a little more conscious for the photos that you're putting in on any of the banners that we're focusing on seeing what's the purpose of the photo and not just the top part. So going back to contact, I'll show you here, make sure you understood what I did and understand what I did. And so I'm here, I go to builder, page opens up, take a second. And then as you probably already know, you had something here. Well, this is a box, an info box, that's fine. But that came with the theme. But it still left everything all messed up. So what I wanted to do was push it down. So I added in a separator setting. So I went to plus, separator, dropped it in here. I left it at that color, made it 55 if I remember correctly. Dropped it in there. Here it is here. And then obviously hit done, save, publish. And there we are on this page. So again, now you can see the bottom part of the image compared to going here. It's all gone. So please, if you would go through, correct that on the different banner pages that you use, whether it's on the post, the archives, or the pages themselves, if you would, please. And you know how to do that now if you did not know how to do that before. Please and thank you for fixing the navigation bar so it's visible at all times. You get rid of the transparency. Thank you for doing that. It often looks good. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So we'll take that from there. The other stuff, let me double check your email real fast. Let's see what you had sent me. Let's see here. The permalinks, thank you for fixing that. I did not check that. I'm sure you did. It's at the banner, center, bottom. You did do that, and we just talked about that. Thank you for making the post H1, sidebar incomplete. Suggestions. What I would suggest for a sidebar itself, you already put the random image. The categories is a drop-down menu. The tag cloud would be another option. Possibly a related post or a randomized post. One column that fit in there would be okay. And you did already said you did some or all of that already. Did not double check that, but I certainly will. And related posts at the bottom. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. So here we are here. Let's see here. No. So this is where I'd be looking for something. Let's go to home. Okay. So no. Okay, so what I want to show you here, Gina, is what I would suggest we do for any time. I maybe did it on the blog, so and I don't see the blog listed here, so let me just go here and I know they don't pull me there. Let's take a look. No. Oh, yes, maybe. No. What is this? I guess you have the words. Okay, it's not bad. It's okay. Would would be okay. I wasn't real clear, and I understand what you did. Another option would be to go ahead and drop in. Let me do builder. And this would be on all pages basically, just to try to get people clicking through the site, seeing more. The text is okay. I was thinking for the visual on the bottom. So let me see if this page will open. I am on. So what's not? So, okay, here we are here, and then what I was looking for, let's see how you have this set up. It's not opening in Beaver builder, so it's probably because I need to go through templates, and so I'll do that. So I'm going to go to templates, single quotes perhaps. Okay, not sure. I'm over my head at this time, but that's okay. I see the tags here. Thank you for doing that. That's a lot. Maybe we don't need all. Do we have that many tags? We might. Maybe not display all of them. I don't know, Gina. What are your thoughts on that? It's not bad. These things here, they're not relevant to our site. I know they came with the theme. We're not really. We need social media, but we don't have it this time. So maybe drop all this if you would, please. The contact form's okay. For the newsletter, I meant that's all okay. Uh, More categories. If this is probably a drop-down menu would activate. Let me see here. Yep. Scroll canvas. Okay, that'll probably show. Okay, I did not check that. And these we're probably okay. It's just that their headings are different. Okay. So anyway, Gina, I won't ramble on. Let me hit done, publish, get out of this. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up on you. Okay, so I will end here. Thank you for watching the video, and hopefully this helped. And as we go forward, we'll continue from there. Let's see what do we have here. Okay, probably not relevant. Okay, we'll talk again, Gina. Thank you so much, and take good care. Thank you. Bye bye.